Welcome to GOAT 5. These are the top 10 creepiest places on Earth.
10.
Number 10, Crooked Forest. There is about an acre of pine trees in West Pomerania, Poland. This grove of approximately 100 pines was planted around 1930 and, strangely enough, have a sideways curve of almost a 90-degree angle. The reason behind this forest curve is sort of unknown. Many people believe that they were bent by human tools to create furniture. Some also say that the trees were permanently bent that way when they were young by a heavy snowstorm. However, some believe the forest is haunted somehow. With the origin being unclear, no one knows what's going on, and stepping through the forest has an eerie feeling.
9.
Number 9, Centralia, Pennsylvania. This town was called Centralia and used to be a bustling and prosperous mining town, but it is now known as America's creepiest ghost town. What began as a trash fire in a strip mine beneath Centralia ignited all the gas in the mine. This fire has been burning since 1962, creating an internal hellfire that has poisoned the town. The fire collapsed all the mines and tunnels around the city, creating huge sinkholes all over Centralia. Besides the totally dangerous unlevel ground, poisonous gas has built up all over the place, accruing in basements and filling the abandoned mines. Now the government has tried to erase its existence by removing the word Centralia from freeway signs, maps, and government buildings. But we know the truth, man.
8.
Number 8, the MÜTTER Museum. The MÜTTER Museum is located inside the College of Physicians in Philadelphia and includes displays of abnormal skeletons from all over the world and all throughout history. These skeletons include a copy of the tallest man in North America and even victims of Stoneman's disease, a disease where the bones and soft connective tissue ossifies, turning to bone and painfully paralyzing the victim. It apparently even includes Einstein's preserved brain. One of the more interesting and disgusting displays is the collection of 2,000 objects removed from people's throats, stored in beautiful wooden drawers. While some have a morbid curiosity about visiting the museum, we are sure others are just morbidly creeped out and repulsed.
7.
Number 7, AOKIGAHARA Suicide Forest. Think of some of the creepiest places on Earth, and the AOKIGAHARA Forest in Japan is definitely one of the creepiest. It's a haunting forest that is notorious for being a popular place for people to end their lives. People have been coming to AOKIGAHARA Forest since the 1950s, but many of which never left. They say the ghosts that now haunt the forest are so numerous that they might prevent people from leaving, including those who don't plan on ending their lives. Luckily, there are a few wonderful people who monitor the forest and try to prevent people who are camping in the forest from doing anything unfortunate.
6.
6. Clone Factory. There's a factory in Japan that is known to generate small clones in the exact likeness of individual people. You can pay the clone factory a small price of $1,750 to create a tiny little doll with the exact image of anyone you want. Most customers order these dolls to have on display at their wedding ceremony, but others might want to get tiny pocket clones of themselves and their partners for the fun of it. Amazingly, the clones are pretty uncanny.
But hold on, before we continue, if you haven't subscribed to GOAT 5 yet, be sure to do that right now and ding that notification bell if you want to join the notification squad when we drop our videos every week.
5.
Number 5, Hand in the Desert. Chilean sculptor Mario Irarrázaval is known for his work depicting human suffering and loneliness. So, that's why you might feel a little sad when you look at his work called The Hand in the Desert. The monolithic sculpture in the middle of the Atacama Desert, reaching out from the earth, is meant to capture feelings of loneliness. However, you might just feel a little creeped out by a huge hand reaching from the abyss of the sand.
4.
4. Cincinnati's subway. Cincinnati once attempted to build a subway system in the early 1900s. However, only a portion of the underground tunnels were finished as the government ran out of funds. Now, these tunnels sit empty and dark beneath the city. While they are only 50% completed, they are 100% creepy. During the Cold War era, part of the subway system was converted into a bomb shelter. but otherwise, they remain as empty relics from the past.
3,
Number 3, Nagoro Village. This tiny village in southern Japan is shrinking as the population that lives there ages or has to seek new jobs. However, the work of one artist named Ayano Tsukimi has managed to keep this population constant. Tsukimi grew up in this dying village and wanted to keep it afloat, so she crafted life-size dolls, all of which are based on former residents of the village. There are currently about 350 cloth clones of once living or moved out residents filling the empty town. Ayano continues to live in the mostly empty village and continues making dolls, replacing the residents as they die.
2,
Number 2, the Catacombs, Paris. Underneath the world-famous city of Paris is a creepy underground maze of death. Paris used to be plagued by overstuffed graveyards that reeked of rotting flesh and death. So much so that it became a health hazard. Then, over the course of decades, the corpses were transferred into the abandoned limestone mines beneath the city. The bones of the dead now line the expansive tunnels beneath the city that extend for miles and miles.
1,
Number 1, Jakarta Creepy Masked Monkey Village. Yeah. In a small district of East Jakarta, the most popular city of Indonesia, you can find a place called Kampung Monyet, or the Monkey Village. It's called the Monkey Village because of the monkeys that wear masks and beg for money in the streets. Beggars and poachers have captured local macaques, those are monkeys, and dressed them in creepy child masks and clothes. So it's not uncommon to encounter what you might think is a tiny child with strange emotions and motions. These little horrifying monkeys can juggle, dance, walk on stilts, and are trained to mimic human movements as much as possible. You know, there's more incredible, creepy, strange, abandoned, awesome places to explore. Just click on these 2 videos and enjoy.